Did that do it? I don't know what happened. John just said something from upstairs. I don't know what happened. It's weird because the mic is all hooked up and it just like didn't connect and then I messed with it. Thank you for being a friend. Thanks, you guys. I'm sorry. That was so weird. I didn't forget. Um, so I have to tell you guys something before we start. First of all, John's business is sponsoring two giveaways of $25 gift cards or gift certificates, whatever you want to call them, for the shop. So, Dark Tower Designs is bringing you two $25 gift cards. I gotta set my timer, and we'll just do the giveaway like I always do. Timer. Okay, it started. I know, because I love to do them, but I can't always afford them, so he's sponsoring. Plus, he gets a kick out of this, right? What's everybody up to? Oh, I gotta scooch this camera over a tiny bit. Actually, no, what I'll do is, hang on, I'm sorry. There we go. Oh, Marie said I'm not the only one. Who else had a live issue today, Marie? That's weird because my camera was hooked up normally. I mean, not my camera, oh, Elspeth said thank you, John and Co. Dark Tower, it's called. Yes, for all your design needs. If you ever need a design, you know where to go. Lori said you're the man, John. Oh, Kai asked what he missed last week. You missed so much last week, Kai. Margarita's sock machine arrived yesterday. Deb is not going to make it today. She actually let me know, but she's got one coming. I think it's coming in a couple months still. Crystal said I had forgotten it's Sunday. That's my kind of Sunday. Mel is cleaning out under the deck. I'm sorry. I did the only underneath cleaning I have to do, which is like under our stairs that come down from our upper level porch. Ugh. And I laid out the oh, Chris is warping. I laid out John helped me this morning lay out the irrigation hoses for our drip irrigation. Yes, Carrie, Dark Tower like the book. Both of us loved that series. I feel like that is Stephen King's magnum opus, and I can't believe it doesn't get more attention. Like, what in the world? Alice said, finish my neon spin, most of the fiber, not all, and now working on a weaving pattern that will work with it nicely. That's fun. Elsbeth is sort of working, but playing. Oh, good. I'm so glad I can help you procrastinate today. It happens to be one of my best talents. I don't mean to be like that, but it's anxiety, Saga said knitting my dog a jumper. I love it. What is an e-bike? Oh, I know what an e-bike is. Mel, you're so fancy. Terry got a woolly winder. I'm so glad you love it. I love mine. Welcome, Brenda. I'm glad you're here. Brenda said, so happy I could be here this week. Abir said, hello, fiber people. I hung up on my sister and told her it's fiber time. Aw. Is it the sister that you're going to come visit this summer? You can always just tell her that you needed to save everything that you have to say because you'll have stuff to talk about while you're visiting. Danielle said I'm working on a shawl today with only my hand spun, my first big hand spun only project. That's exciting. Guys, I've noticed that I miss Eileen a little bit. I don't want to make her feel bad when she comes back, but I miss her. Carrie said, ooh, love that series. It is so good. I wouldn't mind starting it again, actually. It's such a good one for me to listen to because I kind of know all the parts of the story. So I can just listen, and if I miss a little, it's okay. Kai said I bought some alpaca fleece last weekend and bought a bat today. I think you told us that you bought alpaca fleece last weekend. That's exciting. Rita's been playing with the new Ashford Kiwi. How fun is that? Do you love it? And Margarita said I was expecting it in June. That's her sock machine. So it was pretty exciting to get my shipping info. No joke. So early. That's so nice. I love it when it's early. Oh, Danielle. Danielle said I really should be folding more laundry. Are you like spinning or something instead? Oh, I'm sorry, Saga. Saga said I wish I could hear you. My headphones just gave up. Oh, no. Really? Let me fix that. I'm fixing the date. You guys probably will see the 12th still. I went in and tried to fix it. I must have erased the wrong number. Sorry. Thank you, Tina, for telling me. Kiri said this is the week we all gave into the enabling. Not me. Let's see. Hang on. Crystal said, I'm neglecting any and all projects that have been dragging on. Crystal. What's dragging on, Crystal? Becky said, listening while I try to coordinate flights for some necessary and elective travel this summer. I think a lot of people are really excited to be traveling electively right now. Lori said I started spring cleaning. Boy, oh boy, the dog hair hides everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, Gus is shedding so bad. And our living room is just covered in hair. Plus, he's been itching because he has allergies. Trust me, don't even give me the things to try. We're doing everything, and it's getting a lot better. Carrie said, same best opening line in the business. She's talking about the Dark Tower book still. I also think, controversial opinion, okay, that the ending is the only ending that would have worked for me and made me happy, to feel like it's really actually just all circling back and starting over. I love it. I'm sorry if I'm ruining it for anyone, but that's really not telling you anything. Margaret said I gave my friend her first spinning lesson yesterday. She really enjoyed it, so now is researching buying a wheel. How exciting. Rita loves the Kiwi. I knew you would. I mean, I feel like you can't go wrong with an Ashford wheel. They're so good. Melanie said, I'm definitely going to look at the Dark Tower series. Haven't read much King. It is, I think, a lot different from a lot of his other stuff. It's more like a fantasy kind of, like a dark fantasy series. Kai said I can't do anything with the stuff I bought at Maryland because I still have to film the haul video. Oh, I understand. Oh, Donna, he's right here. She said, hi, Trish, I've been missing you and your BFF. Come here. Come here. Sit up. Oh, here you are. He is a little bit grumpy and tired. It's epic. That's right. Carrie said it's epic. And Carrie said, yeah, I miss Eileen too. In her honor, click that like button. I always forget. When am I going to remember? Margarita said, I think learning to spin was a lot easier to do than to learn the sock machine. Interesting. Donna asked, do I spin alpaca? I mean, I have spun it before. It's not that I don't like it. I just like wool a lot better. Kai asked where Eileen is. So she is on I guess, would you call it a hike? And it's it's in Portugal, right? That's considered a pilgrimage. And I know they go to do they start at Santiago? I can't remember. I think you're going to Santiago. Crystal's working on the Arachne sweater, the backpack, the beer koozies. Oh, all right. I understand. You know what? I forgot that I told someone that I would make her a coaster, and I've got to do it. Okay, Margarita said Apoquel. What is that something for the dog? I don't know what that is. Uh-oh, Carrie. Who's yes, yes, yes to? I'm so confused right now. Danielle asked, oh, what I'm spinning. I worked on this a while back. This is a a mixture of a CVM fleece. No, sorry, two CVM fleeces, and then one that was a mystery bag that I had blended and carded at my local mill. So I'm trying to just get through it because I'm doing a sweater for myself. Eventually, it's going to take a while. You know. Stacy said knitting frog back. So Stacy, you're the one that I met, right? At Maryland Sheep and Wool. Knitting frog backpack from Maryland Sheep and Wool. Also a long summer vest from the Dr. Ooh, I love that idea from the Dr. Seuss fiber. Marie said, I've emptied my vacuum 3 times already. My Norwegian elk hound leaves a bit of herself everywhere, I bet. Mal, you might really like it. It's got a bit of a sci-fi air to it, but it's not super sci. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I don't know. Chris said Dolores Claiborne. I agree. Dolores Claiborne is a great book, and it ties in with Gerald's Game and another Rose Madder. If you haven't read those, they're all tied to the same eclipse. Brenda said I'm going to check out the Dark Tower series as well. You know, I started reading it in high school. That's how old I am. I'm so old. Alice said, what's the normal length of a scarf? I think this pattern will work. So I don't think there really is a normal. Oh, okay. Carrie, yes, message me. I think it's the only one that makes sense. Like, how else in the world? Alice said, oh my God, that ball of fiber is huge. So it's big, but I think I spun like 8 pounds of it. Hang on, I got more. I'm going to knock like 20 things on the floor. Just ignore the clatter. I really did knock stuff on the floor. Look at this. So I also have this one. And this one. And this one. So I am sure it's going to be like enough for probably... John already got a sweater out of this bunch. Yes, okay, Stacy. I thought we were the same one, but without a picture, I can't really be 100% sure. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. It's a lot of fiber. Brenda said, Trish, can you tell us about the dye class you are offering? So it's really going to be more of like a workshop. Okay, Elizabeth, it is apple call. Okay, I'm going to check that out. Thank you. Because poor Gus, he gets the skin allergies. So anyway, he's been itching like a crazy person. I just thought I'm going to do it a little bit more class formatted. It will still be kind of informal, but I figured a lot of you guys probably are like, what do I do with these country classics dyes? Because they are a little different. So, and that's why it's like $5, just something. Because all the little more classy, class-esque things, if I put them out, I'm going to do that, I think, from now on. And then whatever. So I'm going to do a similar thing to what Crystal said. I feel your pain, Gus. I'm reading while I'm talking and my brain is not focused. I'm going to do some sock yarn that's already spun. It kind of in the same way that they recommended. Recommended's not the right word. Suggested in the book, yeah, it's not dye, it's ink. Printer ink. So you guys are so funny. And then I'm also going to dye some fiber, and I'm going to take questions. So if you have questions about this that you want to make sure I answer while I heat them on the stove, I'm going to answer some questions. So if you have any, send them in. Email, you can message them to me, whatever. But yes, I have an Epson. Do you love it? And it's got the refillable tanks. It's the Eco Tank. And so I have these bottles that you have to refill. And I was refilling the bottle. I thought I was so smart. I had a rag out and everything. And then I spilled the outside of the bottle right onto my fingers. So, bye, Kai. Anyway, that's what's going on with the class. It's on Facebook right now, and I did some research. To me, it looks like it'll be there unless I remove the post, so you can always go back and you can actually hit the little save and save it in your own stuff. Hello, hens and chicks. I didn't know you were in the UP. So, yeah. Yes, Lori asked, are you going to dye the PF sock fiber? I am going to dye half of it with the Country Classics dye, and yeah, we're going to just do it together. I just figured it would be fun. So Danielle asked, how much would you spend for a sweater for you or John? It depends a lot on the sweater. For John, I pretty much am going to do at least 2,000 yards just because he's so tall and he is like has long arms. He's just big. So for me, a pound is enough. But for him, a pound is enough. And I usually try to think about like 12 to 1,500 yards. I know, I'm sorry, Crystal. It's because I unplugged one while I was trying to fix the sound, a camera. I could probably replug it in if you want. So for him, I figure at least 2,000 yards, and that is for a sweater that doesn't have cables or fancy patterning because that takes more yarn, if that makes sense. So it just really depends, but like about a pound is enough for me, and I'm not little either. I'm 5'10", and I'm not skinny. But I usually try to think of at least 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds for him. But he has a lamb's wool cardigan that I have weighed, and it was 1 pound with the zipper, with a metal zipper in it. So I think it just kind of depends. Hey, Erin, how are you? Margarita said those are the best printers, ink lasts forever. I love that printer. I really don't have problems with it, and I had problems with HP printers endlessly. They just made me insane. I felt like every time I needed the printer, it never worked. It was so frustrating. I mean, obviously it worked sometimes in between, but hello, Deborah from Cincinnati. How are you? Welcome. Is this your first time? Okay. Yes. Okay, so Hens and Chicks said we have property in the UP, live in the Lower Peninsula. Aw. Okay, so I saw you guys talking about Dean Koontz too. Yes, I have read quite a bit. I love Odd Thomas. I read the Frankenstein series. It wasn't my favorite, but I liked a lot of his standalone books too. Erin asked what I'm spinning. It's a couple of CVM fleeces blended with a mystery bag that I got at an estate sale. Yeah, I realized. Deborah said, no, not my first time. I realized after that I recognized your name. Ignore me. When you said you were from Cincinnati, I thought maybe it was your first time. Oh, Lori asked, where would I find the info and sign up for the class? It's if you go to the Fiber Love Diary Facebook page, it's under events. But you can message me too, I'll send it to you. Whatever. Yes. Okay, so Terry said, okay, here goes. I'm going to try and spend with my woolly winder instead of just playing with it. Wish me luck. Oh, spin, I think you're saying. Wish me luck. Good luck. I know you can do it. You'll be fine. Just need to get it dialed in on the tension. Danielle said, okay, thanks. I'm putting together a combo spin for the tour. Oh, I love that idea. What a good goal that is. Is the goal to get the whole thing spun? For the tour, for a possible sweater spin. Crystal said, oh, I read Vanishing Fleece. I liked it too. It was really interesting, but I think that the landscape of the wool industry has changed a little bit. John just came down. What's up? It's plugged in.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's plugged in. When I unplugged it, it stopped it.
Oh. Never mind.
I don't know how to restart it, so I just got to keep going. He came to help me with my camera. Aaron said, holy crap, that's a lot of fiber. I already showed this, but look at. And I think, did one fall on the floor? I don't even know. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so let me catch up. Hello, Connie, how are you? Margarita said, my husband and I are teachers. We both print tons of stuff for our classroom. It took us 2 years before, wow. Yeah, I occasionally just fill it, even though I know it's not empty, because I use certain colors more than others. I'm so glad you're excited for the class. I'm so glad you guys are excited for the class period. Lori asked about Tour de Fleece. Yes, we're doing it. I'm doing it. I got to get in there and get the the team like registered or whatever. So yes, let's do it. If anybody, Crystal said love you, John. You guys are so cute. He's always looking out for me. And sometimes he even brings me gin fizz in the middle. Well, before or in the middle of while I'm filming. Okay, so if no one has heard, I don't know, is it Ayala's? If no one has heard, the spinning eel wheel has a kickstart for the new Nano 2.0 for $95. If anyone doesn't know, it is an electric spinning wheel. They work so well. I've seen them. I've helped someone with one once. Danielle said, yes, that's going to be my goal, I think. Focus on one project, but a big project for a big girl. I understand. Abir asked, how many bobbins is that going to be? I don't, these 3, probably like 3 or 4 bobbins. They get so much smaller. It's always really shocking to me. Elspeth asked, can I use sewing machine lubricant on my wheel? I have actually personally done that before. She said, this new to me machine needs some TLC and I have Fabricland close to my home. I know, Connie. So I have used sewing machine oil before, but I also really like the stuff that John ordered me off of Amazon called Super Lube. It comes in this little tiny, like, pen-shaped thing, and it's silver with a rainbow on it, and it works great. Aaron said, Trisha, okay, I see you. That's an amazing amount of yummy. It's a lot of wool. There you go, Elizabeth. Don't feel bad. If you guys knew, you should never feel bad. Brenda said, Trish, showing those fiber balls is leaving you open to a lot of jokes. Look at my huge balls. That's probably going to mess up my whatever. It's okay. Oh, Connie's going to spin some CVN. I love it. Yeah, so if anybody who wants to sign up for that team, I will let you guys know. I will let you know when it's set up, and then you can just join. There is no like rule as to how many team members you can have, and it'll be in the Ravelry group, and there will be a thread there for your daily spinning. Let's see. You can't really win, Marie. Marie said you'll win the Tour de Fleece with your load of fiber. So you just set your own goal. And I just missed a question. Wait a minute. Let me fix it. Okay, Danielle said, so for a sweater spin question, do you spin all the singles and then ply at the end? Generally I do. Almost always. I'm not doing that this time with all these, but usually I do. And I actually transfer onto storage bobbins if I run out of bobbins that are, the same. Abir said, I'm excited about the Nano 2.0. It will be great for breed study and sampling. Oh, that is really nice for sampling, I bet. And Rita said, that's why I got the Kiwi, because I want to be able to take it with me. That is very nice. Hello, Sharon. Donna asked, Trish, what is your Etsy shop? in the description of this video, we moved to Shopify, or I moved to Shopify, and I actually have, nope, the tour starts at the end of June. It coincides with the Tour de France. I actually have like 2 dozen or 3 dozen braids that are photographed and are going up in the shop today or tomorrow. So I took the pictures, I braided them. It's great. Terry said I'm going to spin Dark Sweet Cherries Merino. Ooh, Tuesday Silk from Three Waters Farm. I bet that's really pretty. Tuesday Silk. What does that mean? Carrie said to Brenda, I stopped trying years ago. That's funny. Let's see. Is my wheel too loud? No. Mel said I don't have Wi-Fi under the deck, so now it is break time. Good. Take a break. Yep, Crystal said the only win you have with Tour de Fleece is the yarn you make. Except, oh, Carrie wins. Carrie, you win the first one. You just got to email me. Actually, I can find your address. Well, no, email me, because I'll email you back a discount code for $25 off your next purchase. And like I said, hang on to it till I get all these uploaded, because there's a whole bunch. But there's another giveaway, so I just started it. Marie, excuse me, asked Trish, when you finish your spin for the sweater, what will your ply and wraps per inch be? I have finished some because I didn't in this case finish all the singles first. Struggling. And I would say it's like DK weight. I did not count my wraps per inch, but I'm pretty sure it's DK weight. Oh, Abir said, too bad I will not have access to my wheels in the summer. You can always spin on the spindle. Just saying. You can just come participate. None of us are going to get mad at you. We don't want to keep you out. Margarita said, I can't chat and work on my projects today. Oh, Tussa, not Tuesday. That makes sense. Yep, Crystal said, oh yeah, time for everyone to start looking for Tour de Fleece sales. Yeah, I would love to hear in fact, when you're in the group and everything, and we've got a thread going, which, that won't take me much time at all. Come in and tell what your goal is, and then you just kind of update occasionally. We'll chit chat. It'll be fun. It'll be great. Oh, Jerry's taking a survey. What color braids are y'all drawn to? Hello, Donna. Donna, I need to message you right after this. Hello, Lori. I was just wondering about you, Lori, because we haven't seen you in a while. Donna Milner asked if I'm a brother dealer as well. I still am, yes. I don't know how long it's going to take, or be, because some stuff is changing there, but I am at this moment. So Abir said, fantastic idea. I just got a Turkish spindle. I can practice. It's super relaxed. You set your own goals. There's no pressure. There's no, no one's going to jump on you if you don't meet your goal on a day or whatever. So Danielle said, I'm working on getting comfortable with my supported spindle. I have never spun on a supported spindle. Blah, blah, blah. It's hard to say. Carrie is drawn to greens. I can attest to that. She often buys the greens. Oh, did you hear that one? Hello, Shanna. How are you? Shanna's popping in. I'm going to switch to knitting my sock. Oh, and you guys, I'm out of sock madness. And I'm covered in mosquito bites. Crystal said, I think I'm drawn to braid colors in a seasonal way. Like right now, I'm drawn to flower colors. I do go through cycles as well. So I'll buy like orange, 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 and then all of a sudden I'll switch to pink and buy pink, 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 pink. I don't know why I'm like that, but it's my brain. Yes, Elizabeth said for goals, can we make a goal in ounce instead of yards? You can make a goal for minutes at the wheel every week or day or whatever. I recommend making yourself a daily goal only because then, like, if you miss a day, you don't feel like you need to make up for it later. You just, you know, it's okay. Like, to keep the pressure low, but you can do whatever you want. Mel said, you guys just gave me an idea for a Tour de Fleece project. Oh my, I'll show the pic of what. Yeah, do it. Show us the pic. Shanna said, always the cool tones. Danielle said, agree with Carrie, blues and greens. Abir said, Canadian wheel, nice. All right, the young spinster said, this will be my first time joining a team. I'm excited. Yeah, I have always had fun doing that. It's because the low pressure. Because I'm also going to do the Super Sock World Championship. Because I don't know why. I'm on the All Stars United team. I didn't want to lead a team for both. But maybe next year I'll ask if I can lead a Super Sock World Championship team too. That's like more chill too. I need a more chill pace. Jerry said, thanks everyone. I need to expand my choices. Interesting. So Rita said, y'all, my mom just came in to talk and turned on Golden Girls and she got quiet. Lori likes the blue and purples. Danielle asked if it's bittersweet being out. So what happened was I messed up on my heel flap on this last one. And I was supposed to do a slip stitch pattern and I knit it flat. But I did it with plenty of time. I could have corrected it. And when she told me that I like basically like messed it up, she didn't say that. She was really, really nice. But when she told me that, I felt so much relief that I was like, okay, you just need to that pace of that one is just not right for me. So I messed up on this most recent pattern and I would have had to fix it to stay in. And I did have enough time. I could have fixed it, but I decided not to. Yeah, so now Super Sock World Championship. It sounds fancy, but it's just for fun. And I told John, too, we were standing down here and I was like, I never want to do Sock Madness again. But that's what I said last year. And then I signed up because I like a challenge. And for some reason, I think I need to prove to myself that I'm a good sock knitter. It's kind of silly. So Lori said, I'm lost, just came in. What is the group thing? We were talking about Tour de Fleece. I'm getting myself all mixed up. Erin said, I like yellows and blues and yellows and grays, yarn and fibers. Oh, I like both of those ideas. Terry said, I love all colors, depends on the day. I feel that way too. I definitely tend to be more drawn to the cool tones overall, but I might buy any color. You just don't know. That's what I like. So you guys are asking about the Super Sock Championship. It's kind of similar. They release a pattern that you can pick if you want to do a low octane or a high octane, and you knit it like for speed on a team. It's crazy. Margarita said I seem to buy a lot of blue yarn. Oh, that sounds fun. Abir said, I just ordered a custom blend from World of Wool inspired by a bird that visits my window, black with red, yellow, and white accent. That should be really interesting. The young spinster said, I typically wear neutral colors, but when I spin, I'm drawn to bright neons and bright colors. Oh, Chris, thanks. Chris said you proved it already. You're a super sock knitter. It was fun in the beginning, and then it draws out so long, and I lose interest. I don't know how to explain it. Ooh, Abir said to carry it's merino with different silks. I bet that's really cool. Mel said this will be my first tour as well. I picked the best team to start. So excited to do this with all of you. Go Tribe. I am excited too. So I will have a couple prizes. I'll probably have like a bat, some dyed fluff, and a gift card. Sherry, is that you? First live. Welcome. Becky said I tend to spin many kinds of braids and then often give the yard away as gifts. Yarn. I'm not trying to correct you guys. My brain reads the words that you type and then I translate it. That's what's happening. Yeah, Rita said I usually wear earth colors but love blues. I wear a lot of earth tones, but I have other colors too. Oh, and hello, Shannon. I saw when you came in. Hello. Tell RC hello. Lori said, I'm drawn to earthy colors, but I do love rich purple, and I just skipped a stitch, so now I need glasses. So, okay, so what is everyone like working on right now? Hello, Tanya. How are you? Good morning. It's Monday morning there, isn't it? Oh, gosh, you're always so cheerful on a Monday morning. How do you do it? Elizabeth said, me too, cool tones overall, but I can totally get into some warm tones if the mood strikes. Yeah, like I would always tell people that I don't like yellowy greens, but it's a lie. Because then I'll go on this, like, I don't know, span of yellowy green. So it's not really true. I don't have any colors that I really don't like. Granny Vicky, yes, accepting team members 100%. If you guys want to sign up and be on the team, you'll be on the team. There's no tryouts. There's no qualifier. You just say, hey, can I be on the team? And I say yes. Hello, Lisa. She said, hi from hot Georgia. What did you miss, Brenda? Did you have to leave and come back? It happens. Rita said, don't stress over socks. They will get holes. I never knew that. I never heard of that. Hi, Sylvia. She said, I'm covered in plant gore. I weed whipped the ditch and the weeds were hip high. I know I don't even do that in our ditch. I leave it. Margarita said, I have 2 more days of classes, then 2 days of finals. Summer's almost here. Yay. That must be so exciting. Donna's working on a circular shawl crochet. Spencer is working on the spooky shawl with the apron. Oh, I think I saw that, right? Amazing. Shadowcat said Swedish weave, huck embroidery blanket. Lisa's got a 3-water farm braid. How fun. Erin's knitting on a therapy blanket. I love that. Just garter stitch. I'll be working on this thing for over a year. It's fine. That can just take as long as it takes, right? What am I doing? Did I knit in the end? What the heck? Oh, Sylvia said I just finished my flamenco braid. Double ply finished yesterday. Margaret said I'm turning the heel. Oh, on a sock. I've gone back to the old-fashioned wrap and turn so much easier. So is it short row heel? Becky said it's been a really hard weekend for life stuff. Oh, my dog passed Friday. I'm so sorry, Becky. Today is the first anniversary of my first dog passing. It is comforting listening to discussion of fiber stuff. Of course, Abir, you can be on the team. And even if you don't spin a bit, I don't care about that. You guys know I don't care. Go easy on yourselves and we'll have fun. Brenda said, what's going on with the book club? I still have to pick a book. I'm a little over my head right now with yard work and everything else that I've got going on. So I just need a moment. But I will pick a book soon. I'm sorry. Jess making knit. Just have to say I stumbled on your channel a couple of weeks ago and have been binge watching since. Welcome. That's awesome. Thank you. Sherry, you don't need to have your caps lock on. It's like you're yelling at us. What did I do for real? Hang on. I got to see if I knit my end. What did I do? No, I just caught it. Phew. All right, pardon me, one moment. Knitting emergency. People think there aren't any, but there are. Oh, there we go. Whew. Okay, we're good. Oh, bye, Rita. Sorry I missed that. Mel, yes. Of course. Bye, Alice. Connie said I still need. Okay, I still need to something finish my flamenco yarn. Danielle said, "Oh no, my little guy sounds like he's up early from his nap. Oh, sorry. See you all next time." Tanya said the milking season's over, so now I have time to craft all the things. I didn't even know there was a milking season. Hi, Angie. Angie said I was combing my Romney again. Oh, Donna, how did you like it? She said I finished spinning the Ice Queen on my e-spinner. I'm really liking the Ice Queen. I'm using it for another project. Yeah, Becky, I'm so sorry to hear that about your dogs. Especially the one that just passed, but of course both. It's really hard. It's so hard. I mean, that's a member of your family. Uh-oh, what happened, Margarita? Margarita said my ears are bleeding. Is it because I laughed too loud, maybe? Yes, Sylvia said crisis averted. I fixed it. Donna said I'm working on my friend's baby blanket with headband, a baby sack. Oh, nice. A baby sack with headband and some baby booties. That sounds really nice. Oh, wet finish. Connie said wet finish. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out. Margarita said, "What's up? My children are playing instruments in my room and I cannot hear anything." Hey, Mary. Mary said I'm working on me, my mindset and anxiety with my forever cotton sweater and my traveler with an easy reach for when it hits. What are we doing? What are we doing? Wait, so is the sweater giving you anxiety or is it what you work on to make it better? Carrie said to Aaron, I don't think it's possible for me not to be weird. I feel all the best people are weird. Didn't Oscar Wilde say that? I can't remember. Yes, Terry said hit the like button. You guys go ahead. Please hit the like button if you can. I'd appreciate it. Oh, Crystal said milking season being over must mean baby cows are born. Except for... All right, Margarita's children. Please do not make me give you the mom stare. This is inappropriate behavior. I'm going to need you to make some better choices. How was that? So it can't be because the baby cows are born there because it's fall there, right? Tanya said the moos need a break to prepare for birth. Then it all starts again. There you go. Donna said I really like it. It was hard at first because it was so slippery, but finally got a feel for it. Oh, well, that's actually good, right? Deborah said Great Lakes Fiber Festival is on this coming weekend. That's Ohio, right? Oh, Mary said I lost 11-and-a-half-year-old lab in October. I still have moments I forget he is gone. Then it hits all over again. I have felt that feeling before. Were you like expecting them to come to the door or whatever and see you? That's terrible to remember it again. Tanya said I'm laying in bed contemplating on getting up to make a coffee. I'm sorry. I wish you didn't have to get up to make a coffee. It would be nice if someone just brought you a coffee. Angie said a bit of weird probably just means you are creative. That's probably right. That's it. And Carrie said, I think Oscar Wilde was the one who said like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure he did say that, or he would have. Just saying. Stephen Riley said weird is the new normal. You know, it is nice kind of that we've accepted a little bit more of a range of what's normal than we used to. I think we have, but maybe it's just because I'm older. Brenda's recovering from COVID. I couldn't even knit for the first 2 days of it. Yeah, I spent a couple days the first time just like laying in bed, which I don't normally do. Oh, Margarita said I posted a video for your viewing pleasure in the Facebook group, Margarita. Marie asked, where is the Great Lakes Fiber Festival? Is that in Ann Arbor? I thought it was in Ohio, close to Lake Erie, I want to say, but one of you guys will know, I'm sure. Elspeth. Elspeth said, you just made me sit up straighter in my chair, Trish. Worcester, Ohio. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but listen, I have had to get a lot of kids in line in my life. Up here said Oscar was correct. I'm sorry, I'm missing stuff. Jerry said, I've always got a few projects going and I move between them. Spinning and quilting occur in the daytime and the knitting happens at night while the TV is on. Ah. Uh-oh, the video's funny. Goodbye. You don't have a name. It just says must go. Enjoy the rest of your day, I'm assuming. Jess said, just finished working out a stitch pattern for a new wrap or cowl pattern. Now taking a break to think about which of the two best options to use. So now I'm starting a honeycomb crochet blanket. That sounds nice. Yeah, I agree. Abir said, who wants to be normal? Normal looks so boring, doesn't it? I agree, Angie. Oscar Wilde would have loved YouTube. I think he also would have loved TikTok. Because, like, his little zingers would have fit so nicely in that short format. Donna said normal is way overrated. I agree. Okay, I will definitely check it out, Margarita, as soon as I'm done. I love it. Tanya, usually get up before 5 a.m.? Oh, Mary. Okay, so Mary said, I think it's a bit of OCD, perfectionist anxiety, want it done perfect and now. I do get that. I wish I didn't, but I do. And I was just reading this really interesting theory on the development of perfectionism, and it was like one of those things where it hits you too hard because you know that you're being called out. And it happened to me. I was called out. Aaron said, I'm having a hard time finding weird people that live around me. I'm getting a bit discouraged. You know what, Aaron? The weird people, it's because I think they don't feel comfortable being weird right at first. Oh, Lori said, my dog crossed a year ago, June 18th, and I am dreading that day, but I have felt her presence. Very emotional. I'm sorry, Lori. It's really hard. It is really hard. I mean, I hate thinking about it even. Even though they drive me crazy too, these dogs. Connie said I was watching a weaving video and now I want a loom. Welcome to the inside of my head, Connie. Are you enjoying it? Not kidding? Oh, Margarita said they finally left. Did they listen to me? That's the question. Did they leave just because they were done and they were tired of it? Right. Normal is the setting on the dryer, Terry said. Right. Angie's saying to Aaron, that's what the internet is for. That's how you find your weirdos. Yes. Lori asked, what is your favorite fiber for socks? I'm working on a pair with merino and I'm not liking it. Just my own personal thing. Wait a minute. Abir said I find perfectionism crippling. To me, I know that my procrastination that I do a lot is a side effect of my perfectionism. And it's something that I really am working on. So, but about the fiber for the socks, I have a couple different favorites. I don't love merino for socks generally, although I do use it occasionally. I really like Superwash BFL. That's not for everybody either. It depends if you like, if you want them to be like squishier, or if you want them to be like kind of smoother, I guess, and I don't know, thinner. I really like Romney, and I really like BFL. I don't like them usually fluffier, but if I do want a fluffier sock, I like the South Down. Right, Jess said, not all people are comfortable being themselves at first, and unfortunately, sometimes never. Just be yourself, and that will make other people more at ease being themselves. I agree 100%. And I encourage everybody to be their weird selves. Please. Bring me all your weirdness. I love it. Crystal said too, merino socks won't last, unfortunately, but then I have troll feet to put socks on. Crystal, not everybody knows what that means. We do. Oh, gosh. Oh, they couldn't hear me. Well, I mean, I didn't give them the mom face. I think I've kind of lost my mom face. Donna said, I can only spin. Oh, Connie said, I'm seriously thinking about it. I think you mean looms, right? Maybe on one of those little samplet looms. You know what? It's really smart to start with a little one, because you can always pass it, like sell it in a group. Deborah said, I would like to be in your tour team, but I don't do Ravelry. So last year did we do something else to add? I can't, well, okay, that's it, Deborah. So last year I went live. Oh, Donna, you win. Donna won the second one. Donna Luffer. I don't know how you pronounce your last name. So congratulations. Just send me an email and I'll send you a discount code, Donna L. I forgot we had more than one Donna here. I'm sorry. Oh. Goodness sakes. Oh, sorry, Deborah. So last year I went live every day, and then we kind of like did it together, did the spinning for like, I think last year it was 20 minutes a day or something. So I think I'm going to do that again, so you can just participate that way if you want. Abir said, I'm too much for people, so I've been told. What does that mean? They want less? If they want less, they should go find somebody who's less. Like, what in the world? Who would ever want less? Locker. You win, Donna Locker. Crystal said Fiber Tribe is doing Tour de Fleece. Yes. Oh, Melanie. Melanie said, I'm going to the Michigan Sheep and Wool Festival. I'll be there, Melanie. We'll be scheduling a meetup on the fairgrounds at the festival. I don't know yet, but we will be doing that. So I hope to meet you. It's going to be so interesting to meet a bunch of you in person. Abir said, Carrie, I feel I'm in the right place here. You definitely are. That makes me sad that people say you're too much. I don't like that. Makes me want to get my pitchfork. What are we doing? What are we doing back here? Kelly said, my friend always tries to take the credit for bringing me out of my shell. I always tell her, no, I just finally got comfortable with you, which took a while. When you meet me in person, you probably know. It isn't like I don't know you guys. I feel like I kind of know you all. But when I normally meet people at first, I am like more reserved and just kind of like learning about them. It takes me time to come out of my shell, but eventually it happens. Mr. Gus is coming. Misery said, good morning, everyone. It's 4:55 a.m. here in Victoria, Australia right now, and I'm so cold. I'm cold, so knitting is a good choice. Well, welcome. What are you doing up at 4:55? Marie said, I have a samplet loom and love it. I think it's great to start on, but now I'm thinking of a smaller floor loom. Aaron said, I'm sure this was asked, but when does the Tour de Fleece start? It's usually like the end of June. It coincides with the Tour de France. So if you want to just look up those dates, then you'll know what dates. Gussie, stop, okay? He's been wanting to hang out wherever I am right now. I don't mind, but he's itching. Elizabeth said, thank you for saying that about who would ever want less. I needed to hear that today. It's true. And for some reason, it's making me choke up a little bit. Like, what kind of a thing is to say to someone? Like, can you just be less? Would you ever say that to your loved ones or your kids? That's messed up. The young spinster said, I would love to go to the Michigan Fiber Festival. We would love to see you there. Just saying. That's true. Carrie said, and people don't usually say that to men too much. Bah, it's so true. It's only something that gets said to us. Because we're supposed to be quiet and sweet and nice all the time. Yep. Right, Lisa said, me too. How can you be too much? Oh, Melanie, I can't believe that. I don't get that vibe off of you at all. Melanie said, I get that too much thing as well. I'm also supposed to get off my high horse. Words matter. It's true. No, Becky, it's not open yet. I will get it probably today. I'll make sure we can. I don't remember if I have to register us as a team or if I can just start a thread, but I'll check it out. I can't remember. I'll see what I need to do and I'll let you know. Misery said, I work mornings, so I get up stupid early. You poor thing. Mary said, people say all sorts of things about me because I'm an introvert and a mystery to most, so they invent their own justification to my isolation. I totally feel that, Mary, in my soul. And I don't care anymore. I used to care, and now I'm like, think what you want. Jess said, people say I'm shy in person, but it's really that I just need a little bit to get used to my surroundings, etc. And I'm usually in my head a bit, trying to get social timing of conversations right. I mean, I'm definitely in my head a lot, so I do get that. I can't wait for Michigan Fiber Fest. Marie said, I would like to camp for the full week. I think it's only like Tuesday to Sunday. Tuesday's the first day you can check in. Right. Misery said, there's no such thing as being too much if you're being you. All right, Elizabeth's coming. I already got my vacation days approved for Michigan Fiber Festival. My goodness. It's true. Crystal said, quiet and sweet and nice all the time will take away my proper woman card because it ain't happening. We're also supposed to make martinis and wear pearls and high heels, ruin our feet, you know, the usual. Connie said, some people are so miserable they can't stand to see a happy person. It's true. Carrie said, Trish, high five and standing ovation because I can't post gifts here. Carrie sends me, well, actually, I sent her 2 random gifts. Not random, ones that make me think of her. They're usually funny ones. No problem, Becky. Oh, bye, Elizabeth. Lori said, I find so many people are just miserable nowadays. Do you think COVID and like the shutdowns and everything had an effect on that? I definitely feel like people are either so happy to be out a little more and have that time mostly, hopefully, behind us, or they're still in a funk over it. But maybe it's me. Donna said, I spent too much of my life being quiet and reserved. Time to step out and be heard in a fun way. Chunky, what are you doing? Sorry, Chunky is Gus's nickname, so. Oh, there he goes. like a zoo in here. They just wander in, wander out. Jess said, thanks, Tanya Mitchell. People often think I'm shy or aloof. That's not it at all. Yeah, my mom is very introverted. I would say more so than me even. And growing up in a small town, a lot of people thought that she was like snobby or aloof, like you said. But the truth is that she was just introverted and not so comfortable inserting herself into social stuff. And so you really had to like pull her in or she wouldn't feel comfortable. And people thought she was snobby because of that. And it always bothered me. I felt bad, but I learned from it. So Sylvia said, I'm excited to meet up with some of you at the Michigan Fiber Fest this year. I will be there no matter what. Me too. I can't wait. Jerry said, one good thing about being older is that you have learned to not take very much personally. You just go with the flow. I mean, hopefully, right? It'd be hard if it just got like harder as you grow older or more mature. Beer said, Trish, don't forget to get a group picture at the festival. I'm going to be better about taking pictures. I feel bad that I didn't take more pictures at Maryland. The only one I took with somebody was the one with Rhonda, and that's only because it wasn't like off guard. I don't know how to explain that, but the other lady that I met, Sandra, I really wish I had taken my picture with her too, and Stacy, but Sandra left a note on the car when she left and I had already gone, so someone else got my note. Yep. Becky said, Jerry, I totally agree with you about caring less as we get older. Deborah asked, where is that Fiber Festival? It's at the Allegan County Fairgrounds, which are in Allegan, Michigan. And, or I guess just outside of Allegan. And so it's like, if, I'm trying to think how you guys will see it. I'm doing it wrong. Michigan's like this. Is this right? I live over here and it's like down here. You can only do that when you live in Michigan. That's not true. There's a few other states. Mary said, I smile and wave at people. Had a lady talking about me to my face, not knowing it was me she was referring to. Should have seen her face when I filled her in. Oh my goodness. Hurry back, Tanya, but get your coffee. Mel said, I saw a quote I loved the other day. What other people think of me is none of my damn business. That helps me a ton to think that way. It helps me, but honestly, sometimes it's still hard. Terry said, I've never been quiet and reserved. Take me as I am or walk on by. That's a great attitude, Terry. I love it. Oh, Angie said, to be honest, shutdown for me wasn't bad. I had my hubby home and I have too many hobbies to get bored. I feel that way. Like, I loved having John working from home. It was awesome. Kelly said, someone was surprised at work when I made the comment around Christmas about too many people. They thought I was an extrovert. Said, nope, I'm paid to be that way. I love it. Connie said, people always said that about me, but I have issues meeting new people. You mean about the stuff with my mom, Connie? You know what? It's sad that people judge so easily. Do I? Melanie asked. Yes, I will wear it, but you're not going to miss me because I'm taller than everyone. You won't miss me. You'll see me for sure. Deborah said, I'm introverted also. It's difficult. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like it's difficult. I used to, but I grew up thinking it was like something like a character flaw I needed to work on. But now I just think like the rest of the world is wrong. Is that bad? Does that make me a narcissist? Oh, I'm sorry, Margarita. We'll see you in July, though. It's okay. Just said in-person situations take a lot out of me, and now that I'm older, I realize that I need to take better care of myself and build in time by myself to balance out time spent out and about with others. Me too. I need about 20 hours a day alone. Just kidding. I don't need that much. But I do think about that sometimes and like allow myself to have the time when I need it. Oh, Shadowcat said I'm quiet. My classmates forget that I'm in class till I get out my drop spindle. Hello, Candy. How are you? You are. You're catching the tail end. I'm going to mow the lawn after this, in fact, people. John got the lawnmower ready for me. Yes, Pierre said, I guess the attitude is I'm too old for this S. I think, too, a lot of us just realize, like, life's short. Who wants to spend it trying to make other people think you're acceptable? I'm hardly ever bored either, Chris. Once in a blue moon. Misery said I spent most of the 33 years I've been alive struggling to choose between just being me or being who everyone thinks I ought to be. Guess which one won out? I hope you. People laugh. I don't know. Is it P. Hokan? I'm not sure. People laugh at me when I use my hand to explain where places are in Michigan. Hard to do with the UP though. Imagine a rabbit jumping over a mitten. We always do this. I probably have it backwards. Whatever. Like this. Finger guns, you know. It's hard because I'm facing my own screen and I'm messing myself up. I'm getting confused. If you were here, I could do it. Yes, Kelly, I feel that way sometimes. Kelly said I go out not to interact with people, but to get out of the house. Like I'll leave and just go to this little beach that's about 2 or 3 miles away that has like no people. And it's just nice to be out, but I still won't see anyone, which is fine. Aaron said as I'm getting older and getting to myself, I just can't handle the energy vampires anymore. Yeah. I've started to realize I need to focus on energy on things that matter. So the book that changed things for me about the introversion was Quiet by Susan Cain. That's really when I read that book years ago. I don't know, 5-10 years ago. I have no idea. And it like led me to read about 3 more books, and then I accepted it that it wasn't something I needed to work on. And I'm not shy, obviously. Like I'll be normal. Oh, Patty, I knew that. I'll be normal when you meet me because I already know you guys. Deborah said shutdown was difficult for me because I'm just by myself. Kids wouldn't come around because they didn't want to get me sick. I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry, Deborah. I'm so glad that we're like not in that place anymore. It's getting better. Oh, Terry said, I'm loving this woolly winder. Now I can spin like you do, Trish. You mean like forever? What are you doing? Mary said, speaking of lawn. Oh, I bought a brand new lawnmower this year. Yay me. Do you need to get down? Here. There. Luther has someplace he needs to be. Do you need help? Nope. Okay. Jess said, I think a lot of creative people are similar in that they need time alone to recharge their batteries. I kind of agree with that. It does seem like a lot of creative people feel that way. I don't know which way it goes. Like, if spending that time alone makes you more creative, I don't know. Donna said, my motto is to live and let the attitude die. Love life, pay no attention or energy to judgmental people. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Candy said, I think as moms, we spend a good portion of our lives keeping others happy without much thought about our own needs. Moms don't get sick days and breaks. It's true. I can remember like when the kids were starting to move out and having that feeling like I just want to make some of my own decisions. I just want to make myself a priority more. and but I still miss them. It was a weird time. It was a weird time. I hated that when they were leaving. Oh, a beer said energy vampires are the worst. I'm related to a few. I'm so sorry. That's really hard. Crystal said, if you ever met me, I'll never be normal because that is my norm. There you go. That's your normal. Nothing wrong with that. Aaron said, my husband is the same too with the recharging of the batteries. He's a musician. Are they, Angie? Angie said, Terry, I would love a woolly winder, but they're so expensive in the UK. I didn't know that. Yeah, Mary, me too. I can too. But I won't be my real self until I kind of know you. She said, I can chat with strangers about anything. I'm great with people. I just don't like to be around people. They exhaust me. That book is good. It sounds like a few of you guys might enjoy it. Melissa said, I made it finally. Thought I wouldn't get chores done before it ended. Hi, Trish and Fiber Tribe. Hello and welcome, Melissa. How are you? What are you working on? Did you bring a project? I want to know everything. Oh, Jess, that makes me want to give you a hug. Jess said it's so funny that I'm pretty social when online, but that's because I'm not worried what kind of weird socially awkward stuff I have going on. The timing is easier. I can understand that though. Lori said, I think most of us who enjoy social media friends are introverted. We can walk away when we need to. Yes, Jerry said our fiber crafts are done alone and they are very satisfying. Although you can still do it in a group. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. I'm about to go mow the lawn, so, zhuzh things up a little. Oh, Angie said a Luette wheel here is cheaper than a woolly winder. Wow. Terry said, Angie, have you looked at the website? They are made in Oregon. Okay, Becky said shutdown was hard. I worked way too much every day. If it wasn't for the dog, I wouldn't go outside for days on end. I developed anxiety about being around people and was mostly alone most of the time. I think a lot of people have. There are a lot of people who are saying that they're having lasting effects socially and in some other, I don't know, habit ways that I think are going to take some of us a while to change. And I think this is not the first time this has happened in human history. You know what I mean? So it's good that you're looking at it as a process of learning to be comfortable again. You know what I mean? Margarita said, I'm ready for some quiet time at my house. Ethan graduates next year and Megan still has 5 more years. It seems like forever. I get it. Our youngest just came back for 2 weeks and then moved back out to his new place. And John thought I'd be all sad again. And I was like, oh. So Becky, are you saying you're still nervous about getting sick? Because I mean, there are, it's not completely gone yet. I think eventually we'll be okay, but bye, Jerry. Oh, a beer's buying a new loom, a tablet loom. Is that like an inkle loom? I don't know if I know what that is. She's closing the deal. Erin said, I have a hard time in crowds, but working on it, it feels like sensory overload. Happened a lot when things first started opening back up. I mean, it's a process of getting used to doing things again, I think. I really do think that. Oh. Oh, yep. Melissa said, I am too suffering with outdoor syndrome because I developed a comfy spot in my workroom. Enjoy getting things done. I do get that. I will tell you that I got used to doing like my grocery order online and then I just stop and pull up and they just put it in my car. And now if I have to go in the store, I'm like mad. And there were a few times, not mad at a person, just mad that I have to do it. And a few times, I've said to myself, like, I want to just go and like walk around and look at the things that are there. And we don't have a lot close because we're in the country. And then I get there and I'm like, okay, being around people sucks. I've got to go home. It's kind of funny. So I'm not used to it yet. It's okay though. John got used to it really quick going back to work. Candy said some of old jobs before college and during college was bartending and grocery store checker. You deal with lots of people. Sounds like it. Bartending. Oh, Donna worked in a grocery store during the lockdown. Uh-oh. Mel said, crap, I just realized I goofed up one of my shoulder increases about 4 rows back. You understand, though. Carrie said, yes, Trish, Logan is home for the summer, and they are the only kid here, and I feel like they're cramping our empty nest style. It was weird, wasn't it? I mean, you'll get used to it again, but just when you do, it'll be time to go back. I was so sad when he moved out. So sad for a while. And when he went to college, so sad. But now, I've gotten used to it. And we really enjoy it. I mean, we have fun. We're nerds, but we have fun. Hey, Rico. Rico said, did anyone else watch Northman and get mad at Nicole Kidman's fiddling with her little loom and doing absolutely nothing? I have not seen it. Oh, okay. So Misery said the lockdowns only really made me more anxious about grocery shopping. Everything else was a net positive for me. But you're in Australia, right? I think your lockdowns were a little different in the way people handled them. It just seems like you guys were so much more, I don't know, good about it. We were not good about it here. How do you say that? Come here, baby. He's back. Tracy said large crowded places scare me now, not so much for COVID, but for other crazy stuff happening. Oh. It's sad that we need to worry about that stuff. Melissa said, me too, but end up back out of store. My hubby said save some money on my crafting habit. I know that I have saved money shopping that way. Oh, interesting. Sylvia said, I'm a nurse and have noticed many folks have less grace than they used to. Very draining. Do you think that's because we just spent so much time not in social situations and we lost our manners? What do you think that's about? Gary said, so weird. We make embarrassing jokes to keep them on their toes. Oh, I love my kids still, by the way. Oh, the young spinster said, I'm a payroll consultant who traveled 90% before COVID. We've been grounded since March 2020 and don't want to go back to offices. I don't blame you. I did like 20 years of payrolls. And I love doing payroll. Is that weird? It's weird, but I loved it. Crystal said, bartending. I loved it when Troll bartended. He would give me his tip money. I walked around with rolls of dollars, which was interesting. Oh, up here you were? John's mom was a travel agent. Oh, Connie. Okay, so thank you. Connie said when my oldest daughter moved out, I cried every day for a week. I was definitely really sad, but now that I'm used to it, and we've like taken up the whole house, where used to be parts of the house were devoted to, a lot of the house was devoted to kids. Now it's like, this is all our house. There's no room for you here. Candy said I have bad empty nest syndrome, but agree, but when the kids live back at home, they can for sure cramp your style. It's true. Jess said our kids finally are all on their own. A couple of years ago, we figured it out that in the 34 years we've been together, that we'd only lived by ourselves for 6 months total. Now it's been 2 to 3 years. I think it's been like 3 years for us. John could tell me probably for sure. It was really fun. Um, it's really been a fun time, and having him home for like the COVID lockdowns and everything has been great. It's a transition at first because it's just change, but it was fun. Donna said, I have worked from home since COVID and don't think I'll ever be on campus again. A lot of places are calling people back. Are you not going to have to go back? Just said, I love our kids. I love it almost as much that they live in their own houses now. Okay. Margarita. Okay, so some Margarita said, I think the kids just forgot how to socialize correctly. I do think we lose our social skills when we're not out in situations as much. Um, Mary, what book, Mary? You mean the Quiet? It's called Quiet. The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain, Cain. If that's the book you're asking about. Yeah, okay, so Abir agrees. OMG, people are definitely not minding P's and Q's anymore. See, there you go. The young spinster loves payroll too. I really liked working with employees too, so. But I don't mind this either. I mean, this is my job now and it's great. Melissa said, here at my place, the lockdowns put a wedge in our family because everyone ended up in separate rooms, lost our togetherness and team skills. The good news is you can get that back though. You know, just got to change things again. Margarita said, I gave my students some free time and instead of talking to each other, they all had eyes on their phone. It was pretty sad. See, we have gotten used to it. We'll get back to it. Oh, wow. Donna said, I moved back home to take care of my mom after dad passed. Everything I do, I can do from home. Oh, so you moved away. Margarita. So we were married for 9 years before we had kids. I miss those quiet and clean times. And you know, I was going to say earlier, like John and I already had kids when we got married, so we never had that time before. So we're having it now for the first time ever. Yes, Deborah Johnson said, anyone planting a veggie garden this year? So I started my seeds in the house and we just got the irrigation stuff laid out in the garden. So, and John turned it on so I can plant now. So I am excited and I'm going to get veggies in hopefully this week. I've been trying to catch up on yard work and the pool and stuff this week and making good progress, but it's so much. It's so much work. And over the last 2 years, I've let certain things kind of slide and now I'm trying to catch them up, and that is like Crystal said, why do we not have a book recommendation file? That's a good idea, Crystal. I'll make a file. Or maybe anyone can make a file. Whatever. I think that's a good idea. Candy said, there's some people I know that continue to work from home only because work found out that productivity went up. I've heard this. So they aren't calling them back to work. Obviously, they work with no kids at home. I think, too, like, I've had office jobs where people would not stop coming in and talking to me, and I couldn't get things done. You're welcome, Mary. It's a big, huge book. I think I listened to it instead of reading it, but it led me to like read other books that she recommends and references in the book. It's good. I thought it was good anyway. Maybe it's just me. It's dry a little bit, but you know. Kelly said, my neighbor's employer was very against working from home till our state did a lockdown. After a couple of weeks, he changed his mind and loves it now. More production out of everyone and saving money. I wish John's work would do that. They called them all back. Erin is a plant lady. She said, Deborah, I have veggies and a dyer's garden going this year. So excited. Tomatoes, snap peas, and basil. Gardening is the hubby's deal, Tanya said. Kiri said to Kelly, that's how I got our manager to let our team work from home before COVID. Marie had to replant tomatillos. I think they're such a cool plant. I think I have some of those going. I'm honestly I didn't mark my tomatoes, so they're going to be like a mystery as they come up, but I like that. It's fine. Steven said I have an allotment, was just up there today planting runner beans and French beans I've been growing from seed. Lots of stuff planned. That's exciting, Steven. We used to have what would be considered an allotment where we lived before, for a couple of years anyways, and I loved doing that. We couldn't grow in our own yard because it was so shady. So we had to like rent a space from the city. Connie asked about the book. It's a book on being an introvert. It's called Quiet by Susan Cain. It's really good. Thank you, Janet. Janet said, love the new shirt. Where do you find all the neat spinning, knitting, weaving, alpaca, and sheep shirts? You can get a few of them in my shop, but this one I got from Matter Root at Maryland Sheep and Wool. Hello, Valerie. Rico said we got our trees trimmed yesterday and they damaged most of my vegetable plants. Oh, good thing plants want to grow. Aren't you in California though, Rico? You'll be okay. I'm worried mine shouldn't even go out yet. Chris is in Southeast Louisiana. We have our veg garden starting to barf produce. I'm so jealous. It's the best time. Picked blueberries this morning. Look forward to the first tomato sandwich. I can't wait. Tracy said I had to stay in the office for 2 years of COVID, but I just got the opportunity to work from home. I love it and just as productive. Good for you, Tracy. That's awesome. I'm glad you love it. You know, it's not for everyone. Mel said, yes, we are in the same boat. Let so much yard garden stuff go since I took over the business, but I'm thinking I'm getting my garden mojo back this year. I'm feeling like that. And I think, John and I had a moment, I think, where we were thinking, should we get someone in to help us, like just get caught up and then I can maintain? But I think I'm just going to do it. I just have to really push myself. Like I've started getting things under control, like really control. Not my old version of control where it was like, Kelly said, my aunt is in medical billing. She's been doing work from home since shutdown in their state too. They've decided to keep them at home too. I heard it was going to happen a lot, but it didn't happen to John. Oh, Moni, I really want to try that. She said, I'm growing potatoes in large dog food bags. I've seen it in even like totes. I really want to try that. Deborah said, I've never had tomatillos. What do they taste like? They're kind of like a tomato, but also like a green tomato. Their texture is different. I don't really know how to describe it. Yes. So Donna Locker said Memorial Day was always the time to get in the garden and plant. I would be pushing it if I put it in next week, but I think I'm going to push it. That's right. I am brave. I can always throw a sheet over them if it's supposed to frost. Candy said my fave is the first cukes out of the garden. My sis did potatoes in a big garbage can with the bottom cut out. That would be nice to try. Connie said my youngest daughter has some potted blueberry bushes and they are finally supposed to produce this year. So we have blueberries in the backyard. But I think I'm going to move them because I find them really frustrating in the backyard. But I can move them. They're fine. I'll just wait till the end of the summer. So Candy said I use the tomatillos in salsa. Don't you think they taste like a tomato kind of? But not exactly, and the texture's a little different. Am I crazy? Probably. Angie said we grow potatoes in 4 old tires stacked up. So add a tire or just add soil? How's that work? I'm curious. I've been watching a lot of videos. Can you tell? I have a favorite TikTok gardener called, I think it's called the Prolific Gardener. I can't remember. But I've been seeing tons of them. Yes, like a harder green tomato, sort of. Yeah, that's kind of how I would describe them. What do you mean, Chris? Chris said tomatillos make the best pulled pork. Do you put them in with it? Oh, Chris. Okay, so helpful. Here's how I do it. Before the sun drives me back indoors, I plug in earbuds and turn on podcasts. The hours fly by and the garden is happy. That's what I've been doing exactly. Right in the morning, before I even take a shower, I just like brush my teeth and try to make myself like put my hair in a ponytail. Put in my earbuds. I've been using a book, but a podcast I'm sure would work too. And I've been like setting the timer. So I put in an hour or 90 minutes or whatever. And then I say, that's good for today. And as long as I do that a couple times a week, I get tons done. It'd be better if I did it every day, but you know, baby steps. Oh, good. Okay, so Mel fixed her problem. Good job, Mel. And all this yard work talk, it is time. I have to go mow the lawn. Wow. I better try that too. Look at you guys. You are helpers. Quarter them, roast in the oven, then add to chopped onion, garlic, and pork shoulder with spice. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. I might have to ask you again about it later, though, because I find it hard to find things back in the chat sometimes. All right. Thank you, Angie. You guys are very helpful today. Oh, Terry, I got sunburned. I think it was Monday this week. I was working on the pool, and I am itching on my shoulders and like the sides of my back. I got sunburned so bad. I'm itching like crazy right now. And the sun poisoning thing makes me want to itch. Whew. All right. I will let you guys know in the Facebook group. I'm going to set up the team for the Tour de Fleece so that we can do that. I'm going to spin Everyday Live again. In case you don't want to participate on Ravelry, you can participate here. And I appreciate you guys. I had a great one today. I really just look forward to seeing you guys on Sundays for an hour and a half and personally interacting instead of, you know, just the videos, although I love those too. So I'll see you guys soon. I hope you have a great week. I love you. Bye.